Hey guys, it's Laura. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my August update in my No Pan Left Behind challenge. And this is where I challenge myself to use every single pan of eyeshadow I have in my collection at least once. And I started this in, I think, May. And we're going into September now. So I've done this for quite a few months. And August has probably been my least productive month, I should say. I don't feel like it was a total waste because I was using a lot of project pan items, and that's why I didn't have as many new shades that I've written down as being used. I usually do between 30 to 35 shades a month, and this month I did 16, but there was a really good week and a half where I just strictly used project pan items. I just wasn't in the mood to experiment and do new stuff. I just wanted something easy and out the door, so I just kind of use those over and over again, and I had already counted those shades in previous months. So let's just jump into it. So the first one is the first palette that I used in its entirety was the Milani Bold Obsessions. I did start this last month. I thought I had used all but 2 last month, but then I had more written down here, so I don't know which month I used it in. So it might have been July, might have been August, but I did use this in its entirety, and I really like it. I did swatch it here earlier, so not that bottom one, but these 3 are from this palette, and I just think they're absolutely stunning. I love this palette. I highly recommend it. The next one is from the NYX In Your Element Fire palette, and when I saw this color story, I was super intrigued, and then when I go to use it, I have absolutely no idea what to do with it. So this one I had used in July because I used it for a 4th of July look. In August, I went ahead and used this gold shade. It's definitely not my favorite gold shade, so after I use this, this is one I'm thinking I might declutter, so, but I still want to give each shade a shot. I'm the type of person where if I like I really like a shade, I'm willing to keep the palette around for that one shade, but yeah, so we'll see. I have some work to do on this one yet. Then I use this palette from Beauty Treats. It's their Luminous Eye and Face palette, and this is what it looks like. I use shade, let's see, I use shade number 6, I use shade number 3, and number 11. So slowly plugging away at this one as well. Let's see. Then I use some from my Milani Pure Passions. So I used 3 shades from this. This one I rolled in towards the end of the month. I used these first 2 shimmer shades here, and then I used this transition shade. This one is the one that's in my Project Pan that I rolled in. So that's kind of why I started using this, because I rolled this in into my 19 eyeshadows in 2019 Project Pan. So my goal is to use this one in its entirety in September, along with another palette that I'll share with you at the end. But I don't foresee any issues using all of these shades. Pretty wearable palette for my tastes. And I used 2 of my singles, and these were ones that I got in my Ipsy Glam Bake Plus. I think these were ones I added on. I added on. So the first one is Suva from Suva Beauty. It's the shade Coriander, and it's just a pretty light champagne brow bone highlighter inner corner. You could use it all over the lid. So that one is the top one there, and then this bottom one is from Colored Rain, and it is in the shade Who Me, and it's a really pretty rose gold, and I actually really like this shade. So I used those 2, and then the last one I used this month what came from the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, and I used the shade Haute Couture, Hot Chocolate. It's spelled Haute. So that's the one that I used. And so that's it for this month. Like I said, I was using a lot of Project Pan items. A palette that I'm going to be focusing on in this the month of September is this Ultra Warm palette from Profusion. It's like this. I'll show you the inside. this is what it looks like, and this shade right here is in my project pan, and I just wanted to roll in a palette that would be pretty easy. My schedule is changing a little bit with work. I usually do like mornings and evenings, and I go in at different times, but I'm going to be doing like a special project at work, so I'm going to have a lot more early mornings than normal, so I am going to definitely need an easy wearable look if I'm going to end up doing shadow, even if I even end up doing shadow. This is one that I've already been reaching into. I'm filming this a little bit into September, so I've already dived into some of these shades, and it's just definitely, it looks a little different on camera, but it's definitely just your standard warm neutral palette. So yeah, so this one will pair nicely with that Milani Pure Passions palette. I think I can, grab a shade from there and a shade from here, use them both interchangeably. So yeah, so that is my plan for September. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe so you can stick around and know when I upload more videos. And that's all I have for you today. Have a good day. Bye.